Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to do part 2 of the 10 signs you could be in a toxic relationship. I've already done part 1 with the first 5 signs you could be in a toxic relationship. Go check it out and listen to it. And now I'm going to give you the next 5 signs you could be in a toxic relationship. Okay, so let me jump right in, you guys. Another sign, number 6, that you could be in a toxic relationship is that you don't trust this person whatsoever, okay? They tell you one thing, but your gut feeling is telling you something else. Something isn't lining up. They may be telling you how much they love you, how much they care about you, but yet they don't show it, okay? Or they don't want to be around you. So you start to not trust this person. And you have feelings like you just want to check their phone, all right? And I always tell people, if you feel the need that you've got to check your partner's phone or you've got to check up on them, then you don't trust this person, okay? And you don't trust this person for a reason, because they're not giving you a feeling of safety and security. See, when you're in a relationship with somebody and you're in a healthy relationship, you want to make that person feel secure. If you care about that person and you really love that person, you want to make sure that they feel secure and know that, you're all in, they have nothing to worry about. And see, this is where narcissists try to fool you. They try to make you feel secure by trying to fool you. They'll say something like, oh, you could look at my phone if you don't trust me. Trust and believe. Any narcissist that says something like that to you, like, oh, you could check my phone, they've already deleted everything off it. It's the oldest trick in the book, okay? And a lot of them delete everything off their phones before they even come home or before they're even in contact with you. But they try to fool you to make you think that you could trust them. But if something inside yourself makes you feel like, you know what? I just don't trust this person. Maybe they don't want to have sex with you. Maybe they're not, they don't like intimacy. Maybe they're cold and aloof. Maybe you're just not getting the love you deserve. Maybe they keep bringing up somebody's name and you're wondering, why do they keep bringing up this coworker's name? You don't have trust in them. And it's your gut instinct telling you that. And you have to trust your gut, because your gut is God's way of telling you something is not right. Something is not right, okay? So you could be in a toxic relationship if you can't trust that person and you constantly have to track them. You put trackers on their phone. You have to sneak and look at their phone when they're not around, okay? And you could end up doing that and maybe find nothing. Some narcissists are very, very slick. They know how to hide things, okay? They know you're going to check their phone. So maybe they have text apps where they delete the text app. Maybe they delete everything off of their phone whenever they're around you. And I dealt with a narcissist like this. He deleted everything. But you know how I ended up busting him? Because I actually spoke to his ex-girlfriend, who was the one who told me that he loved to delete everything off the phone until she caught him, okay? So, yeah, if you're not trusting them for a certain reason and maybe you don't see anything on their phone that looks incriminating or anything like that, again, trust your gut. There's a reason you don't trust them, okay? So you could be in a toxic relationship because you're not feeling safe, you're not feeling secure, and there is an underlying reason why you feel this way, okay? A lot of times you don't realize till later on what was going on. So, yeah, you can't trust the person because their body language or their behaviors or their actions are not showing you somebody who is into the relationship. So you feel like they may be with you, but they're really not with you in the relationship. They're in body only, okay? And why is that? Because they have a secret life going on outside that you don't know about. You just haven't discovered it, but you always have this feeling of, no trust or anything. That's your gut telling you something isn't right. Trust it. You could be in a toxic relationship where you have somebody that's doing something shady, all right? Now, next, what's another sign of a toxic relationship? You have a partner, like a narcissistic partner who needs constant attention. They're always flirting with everybody. You go out to the restaurant, they're flirting with the waiter or waitress, or they always have to be the center of attention, or they need constant validation. This person that you're with needs constant attention, okay? And there's just so much attention you could give to somebody because you're a human being with feelings and needs yourself. You can't always be feeding somebody else's ego. So you could be in a toxic relationship if you have somebody who's not satisfied within the relationship and needs constant validation outside. Okay, there's your narcissist. All right. So you guys, that is, toxic. When you have a partner, every time you're out with them, they feel this constant need to flirt. They need constant, the jokester in the room, constant, moving around, they make like you're not even there. And this is your covert narcissist, by the way. What they do is, when you're out with the covert narcissist, they ignore you and they're nice to everybody else, okay? And they do it on purpose. They're dismissing you. They want you to feel like you're nothing, to feel inferior, and they want to show you up by, all the attention or that they get from these other people. So they'll be real nice to other people like, oh, you look so good looking tonight. Oh, you're so handsome. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, if you need help with this, I could help you with that. And they're chit-chatting, flattering, and, kissing ass to everybody else around, and they're ignoring you, okay? So when you're dealing with that, generally you're dealing with a covert narcissist that's trying to dismiss you and make you feel like you're nothing. And they're trying to show you that they're popular, they're great, and that everybody likes them. But they constantly need that attention, all right? Now, moving along to the next sign you could be in a toxic relationship is if you're dealing with somebody sarcastic, or they give you backhanded compliments, or they, make fun of you and they do it in a joking manner. Again, who am I talking about, you guys? The covert narcissist, passive aggressive, all right? Covert narcissists love to be sarcastic. How do I know? Because I was married to one who was constantly sarcastic. Half the time, I didn't even know if it was, he was being sarcastic or he's being serious, all right? And that's the whole idea. The whole idea was to confuse you and not know if they're making a joke or if they're being serious, okay? But the bottom line is, if you feel a certain way, if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel slighted, you're dealing most likely with a covert narcissist, because this is what they do. They make you feel uneasy. They make you, they know how to give you that dig without coming out overtly and doing it, so that you can never call them out on it. So that if you do say something to them, they say, oh, what are you making of? I was just joking. Oh, you're so sensitive. There's something wrong with you. Person can't even joke with you. No, it wasn't a joke. It was somebody trying to put me down and try to play it off as a joke. And that's exactly what the covert narcissists do, you guys. I talk a lot about the covert narcissists because I know them so well. I've been surrounded by them my whole fucking life, all right? So I know these people like the back of my hand, all right? Back of my hand. Got them in family, was in a relationship over 13 years. I knew plenty of them. Had covert narcissistic friends, covert narcissistic bosses. I know they all operate in a similar manner, okay? Now, another sign you could be in a toxic relationship, and this is a big one, you guys, is ghosting. Ghosting. Hello, ding, 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 ding. Your partner should not disappear on you. Period. Dot. End of story. If they're disappearing on you and ghosting you and you're still there, then the problem is you. You need to be out of that relationship. This is a person that is disrespecting you. This is a person that feels you're a dope, an idiot that they can get over on. Okay? So don't be a sucker. Don't be desperate, because this person's going to walk all over you. If you're in a relationship where somebody is ghosting you, they have zero, zero, zero respect for you. Okay? They think they're smarter than you. They think they can pull one over on your eyes. They think they could, fast talk you out of anything. And they disappear. Let's say they disappear overnight. And then they come back and say, oh, I fell asleep. Yeah, okay. You guys, you can't be born yesterday. All right? There's no excuse for that. No excuse whatsoever. or they, don't call you back for hours at a time. There's no excuse for that. When you're in a relationship, you make a commitment to somebody that you are in, okay? Not that you're half in, you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. No. And this is where you have to set your line in the sand. This is what we talk about with boundaries. You got to let that person know, hey, no, I don't accept that, okay? You check them once, and if they do it again, it's a wrap. They're out, okay? Because if you accept that, you're going to be treated like a dog. They will test you too. They will test you. They will test you by maybe not calling you when you expect them to call, or they'll disappear here and there. And if you're okay with it and you figure, oh, well, they just got busy, or, I don't want to bother them, I don't want to look like I'm always, checking up on them or something like that. Guess what that narcissist is going to think? They're going to think that they can cheat on you, or they have already cheated on you, or they're going to plan to cheat on you because you're so laid back that they can do whatever they want and you're not saying anything, okay? See, narcissists know who they can play and who they can't. And the more laid back you are, the more nice you are, the more they think you're a dope. They say, oh, this person, they don't know the game. I could, be cheating on them left and right, and I'll just tell them I'm sleeping or I'm working or whatever, and they believe any old shit I tell them, all right? So you guys, if anybody disappears on you consistently or anything like that, you should not be in a relationship with somebody. That's mad disrespect. Mad disrespect. Go listen to my podcast on mad disrespect by Covert Narcissist, all right? So moving along on my list of signs you're in a toxic relationship, you guys. So let's go over it. You can't trust them. They need the constant attention. They need to flirt. They're sarcastic. They ghost you. And now here's another one for you. They dismiss you. Oh, man, this is big. And especially when you're dealing with a covert narcissist. This is one of their key tactics, is to dismiss you. They love it, okay? Because they have such an elitist attitude that what they want to do is they want to make you feel like you're beneath them. So a lot of times you talk to them, they make like they don't hear you, they ignore you. The classic covert narcissist, all right? They don't acknowledge what you say, they don't validate you. They have their head turned the other way. They could be rolling their eyes. They give you a smirky, a smirk, which is like a sarcastic smile. They're not coming out and saying anything, but you could just read their body language of their dismissive behavior or their disdain for you. When you get that feeling that you're with somebody who's really not in your corner, doesn't have your back, all right? This person doesn't have your back, and they're basically, it's kind of like, how do I say, like, it's kind of like an altruist, more like an elitist attitude, like, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. See, they don't look at you like you're on their level. They look down on you. So you're in a toxic relationship when you have a partner who looks down on you and doesn't respect you. Okay? Now, this is the big thing with relationships, you guys, all right? This was told to me years ago by my father when I was engaged to my first boyfriend, and I never got it, and I'm going to say it to you. You have to respect the person that you are with, okay? And they have to respect you. If they don't respect you, then they could never, ever, ever, ever love you, okay? Respect and love go hand in hand. So if this person is not respecting you, they don't love you. And somebody who's dismissive to you, somebody who's sarcastic to you, somebody who ghosts you, somebody who makes you feel like you can't trust them because they're doing something to make you feel like you don't trust them, is somebody who doesn't respect you, okay? So keep this all in mind. you got to ask yourself, is this person showing me respect? Do they value me? Do they value my opinion? Do they want to hear me out? See, narcissists don't want to hear you out. You know you're in a toxic relationship where you can't even get a word in edgewise because they don't respect you. They don't respect what you have to say. Or if they don't want to hear a word edgewise, what they do is they walk out on you. I talked about this in my part 1 of signs you're in a toxic relationship, where you can't communicate or resolve conflict with the narcissist because they don't value or want to value your opinion because they don't want to take accountability and face shame. So the problem with that is they're not respecting your opinion and they don't respect the truth because they're dirty, all right? These people are dirty. They don't walk in the truth. So if they can't walk in the truth, and the truth is God, all right? God is the truth. If these people can't walk in the truth, their father is Satan. Satan is all about the lies, okay? And if they can't walk in the truth, what makes you think that they're going to ever respect you? They're never going to respect you if they can't respect the truth or respect God. They're never going to respect you, okay? It's all tied in there, all right? So, you guys, the bottom line is you need respect. And if you're not being respected, you're probably in a toxic relationship. Now, I'm going to throw in one last point here, and this is really, really, really important. And this is something that I would tell my kids if they were in a serious relationship and they were looking to get married or something like that. I would tell them this: make sure whoever you're with accepts you for who you are. They have to accept you for who you are. Accept your flaws, okay? It's like when you get married and you say your wedding vows, for richer, for poorer, for sickness and in health, okay? And I forget the last one, but the bottom line is when you get married, it's for good times and for bad times. You're making a vow that you're in no matter what, okay? But the difference with a narcissist is they're only in for the good times. They're only in for the prosperity, the money, when you have money. See, nobody disappears faster than a narcissist when you're either sick or you're broke, okay? That's when they're going to well, I'm out of here. So a narcissist is the last person on earth you want to rant when you're going through hard times, okay? But the bottom line is you want somebody who accepts you for you. And a lot of times people are with partners that just don't accept them. Maybe they want somebody who's prettier. Maybe they want somebody who's richer. Maybe they want somebody who cleans better, cooks better. Maybe they want somebody to constantly kiss their ass and give them tons of attention because they're narcissistic and, they want to control them and they're not able to control you. They always see with a narcissist, they're never happy, never satisfied, and they will always find a hair in an egg. Okay, no matter what the fuck you do, they're going to have a problem with it. That's why, there is no winning with a narcissist. Your winning is to get away from them and not deal with them because they are, fucked in the brain, all right? So the bottom line is, sorry to be so crude, but I just say it like it is, okay? You guys will never find realer than me because I walk in the truth and I say it like it is. So the bottom line is, you guys, you want to have somebody who accepts you for you and, and understands that not everybody, not everything is perfect in this world, okay? There isn't always the grass is greener because that grass is going to have its problems too. A smart person realizes that. A smart person who understands life understands that the grass isn't greener. When you think that the grass is greener, there's going to be other problems with that other grass that you think is greener, okay? That's just life. We're all human beings. We all sin. We are not perfect. So this is something that a narcissist doesn't want to understand. They always think there's something better out there. They always think there's something better out there. What they don't realize is that the problem is them, that they are empty inside. They're empty individuals inside. that subconsciously they never felt good enough, and they're always trying to fill that emptiness with some kind of happiness, and they expect you to be that person that makes them happy. It's not your job to fulfill a damaged person. It's their job to repent and heal themselves, but they don't want to repent, okay? Because they're arrogant, they're proud, and they're haughty. They're reprobates. They're reprobates. So understand that, and understand that when it comes to forgiveness as well, because, if somebody can't repent, then, it's a lost cause, all right? So, you guys, let me just recap. I went off on a tangent today. You can't trust them. They always need attention. They have to flirt. They make you feel uncomfortable because of this flirting wherever you go. They could be sarcastic. They give you little backhanded compliments. They make you feel low about yourself. You're feeling low about yourself because of this person, all right? Most likely you're dealing with a covert narcissist. This is what they love to do. And you won't realize it. They love to say it's insidious, and it is insidious, toxic, narcissistic, abusive behavior because it's not on the surface. And you won't realize it later on until you educate yourself and you look back and you say, wow, all those sarcastic comments I dealt with, all those wise-ass remarks. See, a covert narcissist is a basic, subtle wise-ass. That's what they are, all right? But they don't show their hand, so you can't really point your finger at them because they're subtle, okay? Moving along here, they don't accept you for who you are. They ghost. That's an automatic, I am with a toxic person. I'm in a toxic relationship if they ghost you. That's reason to block, delete, get rid of, because it doesn't get better after that, all right? And they dismiss you, all right? I'm looking on my list to see if I missed anything. Another big one, like I said before, is your partner doesn't acknowledge truth. If your partner doesn't not acknowledge truth, like the narcissist, how do you expect to ever resolve conflict with somebody like that? You won't. You'll be living in a fantasy with them where they're going to tell you what the truth is and lie to you and manipulate you so they can get their way. So forget that, all right? They're constantly gaslighting, toxic behavior. They're never validating you. They make you feel insecure. And one last thing, too, I'm throwing this in. I know I'm going over the 10, all right, is that they question your mental state, all right? I'm just throwing this in because this is true. If you got a partner that sits there and calls you crazy or says you have mental problems or calls you bipolar, you're in a toxic relationship, period, dot, end of story, because they're not valuing your opinion. All right. This is how they gaslight. They gaslight you to make you to say you're crazy so that you doubt yourself. And they gaslight other people and manipulate other people to think you're crazy. And all of this is to deflect and get the shame off them and throw it on you. Classic, manipulation to make you question your mental state. You got to stay firm, straight in the fact to say, not today, Satan. There's nothing wrong with my mental health. What's wrong is the fact that you're a toxic person trying to flip it on me to take all the shame off you because you're toxic as fuck, all right? So that's not flying. I disengage and I don't deal with toxic. I don't deal with people that don't walk in the truth. I don't deal with straight shooters. I don't deal with people of confusion. I don't deal with people whose father is Satan, the father of all lies and confusion and darkness. Not today, Satan, okay? I disengage because I know who the fuck I am and I know what the truth is. And if you can't walk in the truth, then guess what? You and I don't deal with each other. Period, dot, end of story. And you're out, okay? So you guys went off this morning. I'm losing my voice. I have to podcast, you guys, so early because my son is so disruptive. He's nonverbal autistic and he constantly interrupts me. He wants constant attention. But anyway, I wanted to get this out to you guys and I hope it helps you. Go listen to part 1 where I went into the first 5 reasons that you could be signs that you could be in a toxic relationship. Don't forget, follow me on YouTube. I put everything out on YouTube at the Game Exposed podcast. Got a lot, over 4,000 videos on YouTube, the Game Exposed podcast. You can check me out on Facebook and Instagram at the Game EXP123. And have a great day, you guys. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at the Game EXP123, and also on Instagram, the Game EXP123. Okay? And have a great day.